All right, guys, only 5 days left for our Halloween trick-or-treat transformation special. This is where you get to work with me one-on-one on your golf game to finally fix those nagging habits. If you were like I was, you had a lot of inconsistency day to day. You find a fix one day, you lose it the next, and at some point in time, you get sick and tired of struggling with the same things. Maybe you even quit playing a couple times, like I know I did back in the day. But it doesn't have to be like that, right? Once you find the correct things to work on and figure out how to work on those correctly, you can make enormous gains, and I wanna share that with you. So what this special means for you is we're gonna take all the risk away. You sign up with the link down below between now and the 1st of November by midnight, and you're gonna get your first lesson completely free. I'm gonna personally be in there. I'm gonna look at your swings. I'm gonna talk you through step by step what your main issues are, what drills and feels we need, exactly how to fix that once and for all. You get to try that before you buy. If you do decide you like that and we want to work together, we're also going to give you an enormous discount. Not only 25% off our online coaching, right? Normally it's 89, now it's only 69, but also like literally 80% off what I would charge in person. And if that's not all, because I really, really do want to help you, we're also going to give you a 365-day satisfaction guarantee. Okay, what that means is if at any point during the process you're not hitting it as solid as you want, your scores aren't coming down, I'm not giving you what I'm promising you, you just don't like the coaching for any reason at all, we're gonna go ahead and coach you for an additional 365 days completely free. Cancel any payments, completely free coaching until you're satisfied, because that's what this special is all about. So if you wanna sign up and get started now, you can literally click the link down in the description down below. You're gonna get your analysis and plan back within the first 48 hours. These are all things you can do that are gonna work fast. They work right from the comfort of your own home. And I've done this with over 7,000 people completely online. These are solutions that will work for you. But again, you get to try it all risk-free. Click the link down in the description down below. Today's video, we're talking about how I went from clueless to can't miss, which is how I took my golf swing from being a frustrated golfer on the range with no clue what the heck I was doing day to day to building a swing pattern I have now where, you know, listen, I can miss from time to time, but I have things pretty good under control. And I want to talk to you about the main concept that I built into my swing that I believe will really help you, and one or two main drills and feels to make your golf swing more consistent that you can rely upon each day on the range. Let's hop in and get started. So if I look back at my swing when I was a teenager and growing up, certainly when I struggled the most, the biggest thing, and there were several, but the biggest thing that I really struggled with was maintaining my inclination to the ground, which when we talk in the golf world, you might say like maintain your spine angle. That just means if we draw a line up my spine or my back line, what good golfers are able to do is keep turning within that line, right? They turn, tilt, and extend within that line. They keep their body's inclination to the ground stable. What I would do is constantly change my distance away from the ground, right? So I would start a certain distance away. Let's say we measured my chest or sternum from the ground. I would get farther from it during the backswing. I'd get closer to it in early downswing. I'd get farther from it in impact, closer to it in the follow through. I'm constantly going back and forth on this angle during my swing, and guess what? I was clueless, right? Completely inconsistent with that. And it wasn't really until I learned that A, I needed to maintain that angle fairly constant, and B, like how the heck do I do that within a swing, that I started to see the consistency day to day, and it compounded. And I want to give you the drill and the feels that I use for it. It's pretty simple. I want you to start, let's just grab a 7-iron and put the club right in the middle of your chest, like right in your sternum like this at your setup. So we're gonna bend over, the club's in my chest pointed down towards the ground. When I first started to learn this, what I felt was left shoulder or lead shoulder down, chest up on the way back, and then I felt right shoulder down, chest up on the way through. So the club's in my sternum pointed down, left shoulder down, chest up, right shoulder down, chest up. Okay, and someone showed me that, and I thought, okay, I can kind of get a sense for that. And I grabbed my club and I said, okay, left shoulder down, chest up, right shoulder down, chest up. And I started really short, like at about this sort of swing length and speed. Feel my left shoulder down, chest up, right shoulder down, chest up. And I just hit some little half shots like that. And all of a sudden when I was doing it, it was super crispy, right? And I was able to repeat that over and over and over again with like no thought in between. And in the beginning, it felt to me like my chest was going down, or my shoulder was going down rather. My chest was going up pretty much, a healthy amount, and a healthy amount on the way through. It definitely felt different than normal. But we would come back then, and I looked at the video, and it looked perfectly normal. It looked like I just set up to the ground, and my body stayed the same spot. But because I was going up, down, I needed to feel those things to find center. And slowly, as I would build that in from a little half swing into a longer swing, the concept stayed the same. Whether I'm at a half swing length, 3/4, full length, it's the same thing. The shoulder works down as the chest goes up. And then on the opposite side, I repeat the same thing. And what that does is keeps my body the same inclination to the ground. A different way to look at this is if I drew a little line down my forehead or head at setup, I'm not going off that line, on that line, off that line. I'm just staying on that line. I'm keeping this thing consistent, something I can rely upon. So this is what I would like for you to try. Feel that go down. Now when I'm feeling chest up, right, the shoulder down, chest up, in reality, my chest is what? Just level to the ground. But in an effort to not have anything super goofy, right, in reality, it's level to the ground, okay? And as I come through, it's really level to the ground again, but feeling a little bit up towards the sky is the point. So I'd start with a little half one, shoulder down, chest up on both sides, maintain my inclination to the ground. And that's going to be able to repeat that consistency of strike with a little half one. And as you get comfortable with that concept and idea, then we go a little bit longer. Left shoulder down, shirt buttons or chest up on the way back. Same thing on the way through. And the other thing I found with my own swing and people I work with when we get good at this is when we're able to maintain this inclination to the ground with the body, a lot of other swing faults start to go away or become pretty easy to be able to fix. A lot of issues come up from that inclination to the ground changing. So left shoulder down, chest up, right shoulder down, chest up. I feel like my body is staying the same distance away from the ground and I'm able to become way more repeatable. And that's what I want for you to try too. The point is you want things, swings, feels, drills that help you build a golf swing where you can go out, hit the ball solid day after day without having to change things or not feeling like you got it really good at the beginning of the week and then you lost it on the weekend. If you do the core things right, we look at golf swings like, oh, all these good players, they swing a lot different. Not really. Most of them do a lot of the same things. They keep their inclination to the ground the same pretty much across the board. There's some subtle nuances. But this is something you would see with the best ball strikers. It's something you should put in your game too. That's a simple little drill. Left shoulder down, chest up, right shoulder down, chest up. Can it get more complicated than that? Absolutely, but it doesn't need to if it doesn't need to. If you guys did enjoy this video, always helps us out if you click that like button, share it with some friends, comment down below, click the subscribe button. Appreciate you guys watching.